The clock on my phone glowed 12:47 a.m. when the notification chimed. One voice message from an unknown number. They say you should never listen to voice messages sent after midnight, but curiosity has always been my weakness. I was alone in my apartment, the kind of silence that makes every creak of the floorboards sound like footsteps. The heating had shut off hours ago, leaving the air cold and still. I pressed play on the message, holding the phone close to my ear. 10 seconds. That's all it was. But those 10 seconds changed everything. A whisper, so close it felt like breath against my skin. "Don't turn around." The voice was barely audible, trembling with fear. And then, clearer now, more urgent. "It's standing behind you." My blood turned to ice. The voice was mine. I sat frozen on my couch, phone trembling in my hand. How could my own voice be warning me? I hadn't sent any messages. I hadn't called anyone. The rational part of my mind scrambled for explanations. Voice cloning technology, maybe. Some sick prank using AI to mimic my voice. But deep down, in that primal part of the brain that still believes in monsters under the bed, I knew this was something else entirely. Another notification. Another voice message from the same unknown number. This one was longer. 30 seconds of pure terror that I'll never forget. It started with sobbing, raw and desperate. My voice again, but broken, defeated. "I didn't listen," the voice cried. "I turned around. Oh God, I turned around." Then came a sound that wasn't human. Breathing, yes, but wrong somehow. Too deep, too wet, like air being forced through something that had never been meant to breathe. The message cut off abruptly, leaving me in suffocating silence. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely hold the phone. Every instinct screamed at me not to turn around, not to look behind me. But the urge was overwhelming, like trying not to think about a white elephant. The more I fought it, the stronger it became. "It's just a prank," I whispered to myself, but my voice cracked on the words. "Someone's messing with me." That's when my phone buzzed again. Not a message this time. A missed call notification. One missed call from my own number. The timestamp made my stomach drop. 2 minutes in the future. I stared at the screen, watching the seconds tick by. 12:51 became 12:52. The call had supposedly come from a time that hadn't happened yet, from a version of myself that had already made the choice I was desperately trying not to make. The silence behind me felt alive now, breathing down my neck. I could feel something there waiting, patient. It knew I would turn around eventually. They always do. "Brother Derry, you have to understand, in that moment, I had a choice. I could have left the apartment. I could have called someone, anyone. I could have kept my eyes fixed straight ahead and waited for dawn. But the human mind isn't built for this kind of terror. When faced with the unknown, we need to see it, to understand it, even if that understanding destroys us. It's the same impulse that makes us slow down at car accidents, that draws us to horror movies, that makes us peer into dark corners even when we know we shouldn't. The phone in my hand felt like it weighed 1,000 pounds. Behind me, I could hear it now. Not breathing exactly, but something like it. A wet, rhythmic sound that made my skin crawl. I thought about the voice messages, about my future self crying in defeat. I thought about the missed call from a time that hadn't happened yet. I thought about all the warnings, all the chances to walk away. And then I made my choice. I didn't listen. I turned around instead.